Why we back, live out your dreams. Anyway, I'm gonna keep up with the news on the channel of what's going on in the city because a lot of my friends, a lot of people I talk to, them boys don't watch the news. I be like, what's wrong with y'all boys? How you boys don't watch the news? How you boys don't know what's going on around you? And them boys not ignorant, but they ignorant to the fact of watching the news. So let's see what's going on in Dallas yesterday, tonight, from last night. Apartment shooting kills one teen, injures another, police say.
Dallas, police say a teen was killed and another injured when someone fired shots outside of an apartment complex. So this happened last night a few blocks south of Fair Park. A 16-year-old boy was found with gunshot wounds in a breezeway, and a 15-year-old girl, also shot, was found in an apartment. Now, the young man did not survive. That girl was later released from the hospital. No arrests have been made so far. DPD, well, they tell us this was an isolated incident. In Dallas, police...
Fair Park, South Dallas, another black on black, probably not black on black boy, somebody of a color, you know what I'm saying? It's something every day, man. Let's see what else they got going on in Dallas. Frisco.
In Frisco, it was quite a scare for shoppers at Stonebriar Mall. Around 7:30 last night, there were reports of gunfire. As you can imagine, it did cause some chaos inside of the mall. Police have confirmed that no shots were fired and that disturbance was a fight between minors. 2 people are now in custody. Last night, Frisco police said that fight did not involve any weapons. Stonebriar Mall will open at 12 o'clock today following their normal business.
At least nobody get shot. Frisco, some odd kids, that's where the rich people from or whatever. Let's see what else we got.
In Frisco, it was quite a scare for shoppers.
This DC man right here went to prison in his late 20s on
rifle.
Tony Lewis Sr. was supposed to spend the rest of his days in a jail cell, never getting a taste of freedom ever again. But this month, his life took yet another drastic turn.
His best friend from childhood, Tony Lewis.
April 15,
I remember that name. I know all the gangsters and dope boys or
people
whatever.
were rounded up in DC,
I remember that name.
accused of running
I
a
remember his
massive
face.
crack cocaine operation in the region, including Tony Lewis Sr.
Yeah, I remember
His
his
last
face.
day as a free man, until now, 34 years later. On
crazy.
his way. Tony and his son, Tony Lewis Jr., stopped by our studios to talk to me about this moment, one they've been dreaming of for decades, even with the elder Lewis's stiff sentence.
So you have the sentence of life without parole. I mean, that's pretty much.
It's a slow death sentence, actually. That's what life without
God
parole
is
federal
good.
system is. They don't want to use those terms, but it's a slow death.
Lewis Sr. was 26 at the time. His son, only 8.
My mother sat me down, like, you need to write him. He needs you, right? He needs you, man. And I think the backdrop to that, my father was a very present, doting father.
Their bond unbreakable, despite the barriers, with constant communication. Lewis Sr. was worried about his son's safety, navigating life in D.C. during the seemingly inescapable crack crisis, poverty, and also when his former partner, drug kingpin Rayful Edmond III, became a federal informant.
He's a fucking right.
It over with Rayful Edmond. So after this, have you responded?
Well, we were in touch somewhat until he became an informant for the government, and that was that.
Still, Lewis Sr. says all
real
he could
gangsters
think about
don't talk.
was
They
protecting
can't even
his
be
son.
around no
I think
more.
his greatest fear was me joining him,
Yeah,
right? And he never wavered from that this was essentially hell, and I would never want you to come here, and these are the steps that you have to take to not come here.
Instead, Lewis Jr. focused on getting his father here, back home, with multiple rallies and a Free Tony Lewis campaign that went on for years. The argument, his father's sentence was unfair and excessive for a non-violent offender.
I broke the law, I understand that, and I should have went to prison, but just not for the rest of my life for a non-violent drug offense. And I sincerely apologize to all the DC residents, and I thank them for forgiving me.
Lewis Sr. was ultimately freed because of a policy established during the Trump era, focused on fair
I'm
sentences,
telling you, Trump,
rehabilitation, and second
Trump, the best
chances.
thing to happen to
Lewis
black people,
Jr.
fool.
delivered the news to his dad, still hoping this wasn't just a dream.
So you told him.
Basically, I sent the email. They got quarterlies. They got email, and I'm like, man, big boy, I'm coming to get you on Monday. He hit me back like, are you projecting or like?
Throwing that good energy out there.
Like I normally do. I would tell him, man, I'm gonna get you out.
Since then, it's been more than a week of reuniting with his family, grandkids, friends.
I ain't seen niggas in
and
34 years, nigga. Yo.
9 days into this, and I'm still like in the morning.
That's
he go home
crazy.
to take my kids to school. I'm like, is this dude really in the car with me?
Yeah, I be saying the same
Oh,
thing.
yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, nigga still get money, though. Yeah.
You
You still getting money, though. Shout out to that kid, man. Shout out to that dude, 34. He got some years left, and God is good. God is good. He said 34 years in the pen, ready for heaven, and return rat, told on his mom and everything. So, man, that dope game crazy, man. For all the kids watching, man, just, maybe you can go get your warehouse job and be better than how half these niggas end up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to catch y'all next time on Live Out Your Dreams. We're going to keep up with the news you can use at all times, man. Get at me.